Hey everyone, welcome to the OG Sports Network. Happy to have you here again this morning. I, of course, have due diligence Dave here on the line. He is going to bring us some of this college basketball action for today. We got two play-in games, plus we're going to give you four others that are on the KenPom top five because Colorado State and Virginia made it in there. But let's go ahead and check out and see what's going on at ogcappers.com. There it is. I see a lot of this blue basketball all over the place, Dave. But Dave's been hitting it hard here on the court, doing some fine work. 5-3 yesterday in the NBA. And then, of course, if you take a look at that big record, it's pretty awesome. 77-57 over the last 7 days. So make sure you go over to ogcappers.com and pick up one of his pick packages. He has a real cool one for you. You can get all of his bets over the next 48 hours or so. Only $29. A really super smoking deal. You'll get lots of plays there, all the action you can handle, and then use the promo code OG20 at checkout to save you 20%. So I guess I'll go ahead and bring Dave in. Dave.
Hey, you see that?
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
I saw that that screenshot you just put up there. My blue balls are everywhere.
Oh my God! I totally set myself up, didn't I? Oh God!
Yeah.
Epic fail. Hey, I was watching the news the other day, and someone else they had a pretty big faux pas there. She was like, "Oh God, please get me off the screen."
Yeah, no, I like wearing my Christmas shirts because it really pisses my wife off.
Well, yeah, of course.
She can't stand. I'm like, it's on the top of the pile. It's clean. That's all that matters, right? Hell, clean doesn't even matter, right? Just top of the pile. So
right. I mean,
yeah,
every once in a while I'll pick out a different shirt. I haven't worn this one for a while. Hey, why not?
It's the little things that count. So, but
I'm
no,
just glad we're both wearing green for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, last week was fun. With the new model. Obviously, it did really well for a ton of people. My phone was blowing up all last week from the Patreon subscribers. Most of it was handicappers. Man. I know I post my picks on your handicapper site, but all the handicappers that buy my stuff just absolutely freaking killed it last week. So we got a new week though. New week, and the NIT you and I were just talking about this, and you didn't realize it, and I'd forgotten about it till this morning. But these NIT games are at home.
Yeah,
they're at home. And see, last week, for anybody following along, all my modeling I did for the tournaments was road versus road efficiencies. I threw out all the home games, and you want to see how big of a difference it is. Are we going to talk? UC Irvine, Utah isn't on the KenPom top 5, is it?
It is not on the list, but that was one that I asked you about, right?
Right, but this is an example.
Road, it kind of has UC Irvine substantially, right, to cover that.
Right, because UC Irvine's defense travels. It's really good. And so if this was a neutral site game, Irvine and Utah, I'd take Irvine. I got Irvine by 5 points. Now, I don't think they're going to win by 5, but I would really like them to cover because they're still going to be dogs. Because Utah on the road, their defensive scoring efficiency in my hot sheets is 288.
Yeah, not exactly great.
It's 40th. So in my calculations, I have a 10-point swing between Irvine playing Utah on neutral versus Irvine going to Salt Lake City tonight and getting beat. So yeah, I have what's the spread on that one?
You have that one? Irvine plus 7.5. You're like, still kind of fits in the middle there.
Yeah, but we got two play-in games.
Yeah, you ready to get started on these?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're
start with the Wagner. The Wagner.
They're not the sexiest things in the world to talk about. Thanks, Mom. Hot chocolate with marshmallows.
Oh my God, it is Christmas in Oregon. Sweet.
All right,
I mean, it's getting close to
Wagner and
Easter
Howard.
time.
Are the
Yeah, I mean, if I look at Wagner, if I just scroll down, the stat line, I can barely find any for Wagner. So what's going on here? You got
well
Wagner. They're the
well it's
underdog.
neutral. Well, we got a neutral
Hmm.
site, right? So
Yeah.
this is road versus road. Wagner is a bit of a dichotomy here because they have easily the best unit on the floor, and they have the shittiest one. Okay.
Right.
Their defensive scoring efficiency this year is 26th on the road. That is wicked
That's pretty
good.
good.
Wicked good. On the flip side, their offense, folks, there's 362 teams. They are 341st.
Yeah. They're not so
So
good.
they're not going to score. And now, but I can't really say that because Howard's road defense, 288th. So we got crap versus crap, right?
Crap.
And then on the flip side, Howard's road offense, 112, Wagner 20, the 26, 28. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, great.
So, the edge there. So in this game, I'm a bit torn on the totals right now in terms of which lean to go. Now, my game projection, I have Howard 68.95. So I got 69 to 68.91. I mean, I
You really
have
have it a 68 game?
I got a 69 game, baby. Woo!
All right. All right.
And that's way over. I'm
Yeah,
not betting over on a team that's 341st in offense. Okay. So that being said, I also don't have much of a spread here. Okay. I have Howard by a little bit because they're the more balanced team. Honestly, I don't want to bet anything on here. I really don't have one, folks. If you said, Dave, best bet on this game, to try to make some money, I'll go money line. I'll go minus whatever it is, 155, 155. And I don't even like that. I don't even like the monetary risk on that because I don't think the return is there. I just have an overtime game, basically. So I think it's going to be a fun game.
Sure.
I'm just curious what's going to show up. Like I said, Wagner's defense travels the best. So, yeah. Just nothing,
Good.
just nothing pulling the heartstrings on this game, lady.
All right. We'll wait till the next round, right? When it matters for real as to who gets in the tourney.
All bets matter.
Yeah.
All bets matter. You kiss your mom with that mouth? Jesus.
I didn't say that we were betting that. I said the next one will matter. Okay. All right. Whatever.
Anyway, so Colorado State and Virginia.
Oh, you're going to go right to that one, even though it's the Ken Palm number 2 of the game? Okay, we can.
Oh.
But
I'm sorry.
You introed. We're ready.
I'm overstepping my non-host boundary. What's the number 4 game we're going to talk about?
No, we'll just go ahead and go to the number 2, Ken Palm. Colorado State, Virginia. Virginia here is minus 2.5. A really low total of 120.5. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Virginia, I mean, they had been the number 1 seed just not so long ago.
Yeah, and they're 304th in road offense. 304th. And their defense.
I'm embarrassed to write that down.
Yeah, their defense isn't very good either. It's 90th. This is just, I mean, well, we did your show, and I said the winner of Boston College Clemson was going to beat Virginia, and Boston College didn't trail in regulation. It went to OT and they lost, but I kind of consider that one. Not only did they lose, they lost the cover.
Right.
That's the fucking worst. I mean, seriously, it's the worst. But Boston College was really equal or better than Virginia, and then the model had NC State smoking them, and they got smoked. So I think Virginia deserves a play-in game. They have talent. But on the road, they're just not very good. 304th on offense. They're 90th on defense. Colorado State, 73rd on offense, 110th on defense. And also, I think we got to look at the motivation factor here, right? I mean, Virginia has played like crap for the last month, and their reward is a play-in game against Colorado State. I don't think the motivation is going to be there either, and they certainly have a history of tanking
Yeah.
in playoff games
Right.
in neutral site in recent years. I know they won a national title, off of their defense, but so I have Colorado State. Look at this, 70.07 to 64.94. So I have a 70-65 game Colorado State. Now, in early rounds, spreads give me the heebie-jeebies, folks. I like
Yeah.
I like my projection spreads, Sweet 16 on in, but in this one, I'm catching 2.5 with a team that has a better offense than the defense they're facing, that has a better defense than the offense they're facing. I like the points here.
Yeah, it's like
Of
a
the
7-point variance there.
That's a pretty big variance. As for the total, it's at 120.5.
And you have it
Um,
134
yeah,
ish, 135 something. Yeah.
yeah, and what's the total?
120 and a half.
Yeah, and what are you at?
Well, you have 134, 135.
Yeah, I'm at 135.01. I don't trust that
Yeah.
at all. I don't trust
Yes.
that at all.
I know Virginia's been one of those. They've been projected in my modeling over for most of the year, and I
Yeah,
think they might have hit one or two of those. I mean, it's
yeah.
been bad.
I don't get it. Now 120, that's a 60-60 ball game, right?
Yeah,
That's 61-58 Virginia. Um, no, I just,
you're
the
like,
model,
no.
you know the rule. Do not forsake the model, but it doesn't mean you have to bet it. So I'll lean over. I'll go with the model. I'll lean over because 120 is a tiny number.
It's super.
And all it takes is Virginia to be disinterested in Colorado State to drop 90, right?
Yeah.
If just somebody doesn't show up. But I do like Colorado plus 5.5.
Okay.
Three,
Let's go
two
ahead
and
and
a half,
go
2.5.
to Minnesota versus Butler. Butler minus 4.5. Total 150.5.
That's the total on is all the way up to 150.5.
Yeah.
Wow. See, last
Yeah.
night when I was putting this together, it was at 147.5. So it is jacked up big time. It's at Butler. Let's keep this in mind, folks. Now we're switching models. We are road versus home. Butler at home, 124th in home scoring efficiency defense. Home scoring efficiency offense, 220. So we got a defensive lean there. Minnesota, 64th on the road, and but on defense, they're 357th.
Ooh, yuck.
Right. So we have a bad offense against a crappy
She's a
defense.
guess.
So both offenses are better than both defenses. So we're automatically leaning over, but I have a 153.06 game.
Okay.
And so there was value at 147.5 over, but I don't like to be in that 140 to 150 range. That gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's where most games land. So the model still says there's value in over 150 and a half. The spread on this one, it's Butler by 3.5.
4.5.
4.5 now. It was 3.5
4.5.
last night. It's up to 4.5. My model has Butler by 6.92. That is a big number there. But again, this is also Big Ten versus. Is Butler considered mid-major?
No,
No.
I don't believe so.
Um.
I don't think you call the Big East mid majors, right?
Yeah. Oh, is that what that is? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Butler's in the Big East.
I look
So
at
I
it from
don't
a
believe
college.
that's considered to be a mid major. That would be like all the others, like the
Right.
Gonzagas.
I just look at it from a college football perspective, right? I always got my
You're
college
like,
football career.
do they have a college football team?
Right. And this is FCS versus Big Ten. They're going to get smoked. But the model leans Butler winning and covering here. Again, early rounds, give me the heebie-jeebies. If this was neutral, I think it's a totally different ball game that we're talking about here. Minnesota just might not be that motivated playing in this game. Safety, I'm going to be a sissy. Butler money line, win the damn game. Let's go.
Let's go.
But the model right now, recap model, is over 150.5, Butler to win and cover.
All right. Well, I find this next one to be, a little intriguing here. You got North Texas and LSU sitting at about the same record, 17 and 13. You got LSU minus 2.5. Total is a 130.5. To me, on paper, this looks like it has LSU written all over it. So, Dave, tell me what you got.
Yeah, I like it. It's only 2.5, and LSU's at home, which is a totally different monster than on the road. North Texas, though, the defense travels 23rd in road scoring efficiency defense, but LSU 80th in home scoring efficiency offense. So we got a good matchup right there. I think where the game is going to be won by LSU, 147th in road home scoring efficiency defense. North Texas on the road, 287th in road offense. They can't get the offense going. They spend all their energy on defense because the defense is good. I have LSU by 3.07, which is, in my model, I usually go with the rule of twos. That's by LSU to me. That's LSU by 6.5. So I do like LSU laying just 2.5. They're under 3. You know, in my modeling, when you have a favorite and the model has them over 3 and the line is under 3, which is what we got. We're at 2.5, projections over 3. That thing wins a lot last week. In the tournament game, it won and covered all week. So I like that trend. LSU, so far, my favorite bet is LSU at home minus 2.5.
All right. So what do you got for total on that one? It's sitting at 135.5. I didn't quite get your predicted score if you said it.
Well, I'm at 139.52.
Okay.
So slightly over, but in the last week in the playoff games and tournament games, the average total was about 7% under projection. So I'm right in there. I don't feel really good about it right now. I like the LSU win and cover a little bit more. And then we don't have everything in our favor. We basically have two defenses that are better than both offenses. So that being said, it puts me off of it. I know the model leans over, but the rankings are telling me something else. So that's not something that I would drop on OG Cappers today.
Okay. So then we got Kansas State and Iowa at Carver Fieldhouse there. Iowa minus 4.5. 157.5 is the total. Now, again, Iowa at home has been better than Iowa on the road. I can't even find hardly any purple lines here with K-State when they match up. So let me know what it looks like.
Iowa on the road is a real stinker, especially defensively. But at home, they're 38th in scoring efficiency on offense, going up against Kansas State, 138 on the road. Defensively, it's 238 at home for Iowa, 244 on the road offensively for K-State. So I see a wash there. I have Iowa by 7.29 in this game. The line opened at minus 5.5 Iowa. It's dropped down to minus 4.5. So I'm leaning Iowa to win and cover, but personally, I'd wait for tip, because we've already moved a point. Maybe we can get another point. God, I would love to be on Iowa minus 3. I know that's a big fall, but sometimes these lines go crazy. And you'll see people jumping on things on volatile, right? And I think a lot of people are going to look at K-State recently and go, okay, this is what they did in the tournament. That was a neutral field, right? That was a neutral court. This is not at all. So I like Iowa winning and covering the minus 4.5, but I would say with the movement right now, let's be patient and see if we can get a better number to bet on before tip.
And how about that 157.5? Seems a little big.
It does. I'm at 153.52. So I'm slightly under a 157.5. Now, that was at 156 last night. Again, maybe it pushes to 158, 158.5. The model is under on that, and I like to be under there.
Sure.
So of all the totals that are in my quote unquote zone, that one is over 150. The model's under 150. And the line is rising. So we're going contrarian on this one. So I like the under there. So we're going to go. My favorite total today is going to be Iowa, Kansas State under 150, whatever it closes at, whatever high number you can get. And we'll go LSU to win and cover the 2.5 at home against North Texas.
All right. Our last one, number 1 King Palm ranking, Dave, is Xavier at Georgia. Georgia at -1.5. It looks like 155.5. It looks like neither one of these two teams can shoot much. Those shooting percentages rather low than what I've seen on these other teams today.
This game on paper is an efficiency stinker.
Yeah.
Okay. Xavier on the road, 253, 194. Blech, right? Georgia at home, offensively, 189 on offense, 219 on defense.
Yeah, these are bad.
So, but they have slight edges in both, right? They got a little bit better offense than the defense they're facing. They got a better defense than the offense they're facing. Neither one of these teams is really good at anything. So, but the advantage here is Georgia at home. I have Georgia 76.4 to 72.2. So I have Georgia by over 4, and all I'm doing is laying 1.5. I like that. I really like that. So my total's at 144. The line right now is at 137.5. So
55?
I'm over, but this Xavier offense doesn't travel. So
it's 155, Dave. 155.
Oh.
Not 135. 155.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong line.
Yeah.
It was at dude, it was at 152 last night.
Yeah.
I'm at 145. We got a new favorite for total. That's it right there. We got almost a 10-point variance. Yeah, Georgia and Xavier. Yeah, I got a 76-72 ball game. I'm at 148, and you're saying you're basically saying it's a 78, 77 game being projected.
Right. Like that. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's my new favorite. That's my new favorite risk for a total on today, which makes it my favorite overall. You know me. I love my totals in my models. So that my I hate the words best bet, but my best bet today is Georgia and Xavier under 155.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So you guys, you can pick up all of Dave's due diligence, right? At patreon.com, EPA Sports. You get every single game modeled there. So if you are the do-it-yourselfer, this is perfect for you to just go ahead and grab the hot sheet, compare your numbers to his, and see how that works. Dave is trying to put you on more winners, take you off, of course, more losers, because he doesn't want to always force you to go ahead and make those plays, right? And then if you're not the do-it-yourselfer type, you can just go ahead and trail Dave over at ogcappers.com. Again, he has that really nice pick package for you over there where you can get all of his personal selections. Right, Dave?
Exactly. Follow the crazy man with the Santa hat, with the Santa shirt on.
Right, exactly. So can I put you on the spot? Do you have any predictions yet? Have you looked that far into who you think has the best shot of winning this madness?
Got to be coming out of that batshit crazy bracket, right? UConn, Iowa State, probably, right? Auburn. Dude, Auburn got jobbed. I mean, look at I updated all the road numbers. Auburn has the number 9 road scoring efficiency offense, the number 36 road scoring efficiency defense. Just on paper, the best road team in the country is Auburn.
Go Auburn.
Right? So, suck it, committee. Auburn, the 4 seed coming out of that bracket, baby.
All right, let's do it. They said, a 4 seed has won, but no 5 seed as of yet. But we appreciate your time, Dave. Hopefully you have a good day. Again, you guys, make sure you like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications because you don't want to miss out on any of this terrific action. All right. Hey, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good luck.